If you've ever felt like your job applications are just, vanishing into some massive black hole, well, you're definitely not alone. Today, we're diving into a pretty harsh reality of the Indian job market and breaking down exactly what happens after you hit submit. We're going to look at what's going wrong and, much more importantly, how we can actually fix it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Less than 10. That is the actual number of seconds your resume gets to make a first impression. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. You might spend days crafting your professional history, right? But imagine an exhausted recruiter just staring at a mountain of hundreds of applications. They are giving yours a mere fraction of a minute before deciding your professional fate. Understanding this ruthless less than 10-second rule, that is absolutely the foundation for everything we're covering in this explainer today.
And because of this incredibly tiny time window, your margin for error is essentially zero. Yet, looking at the source data, it turns out most candidates in India are making the exact same 3 fatal errors. And we aren't talking about minor typos here. We're talking about fundamental structural flaws that practically guarantee your resume gets tossed aside before those 10 seconds are even up. It's a super frustrating cycle, for sure. But the good news? These mistakes are entirely avoidable once you know exactly what to look for.
So, here's a quick look at the 3 culprits costing you interviews: sending generic resumes, listing responsibilities over results, and using non-ATS formats. All right, let's get right into mistake number 1, the one-size-fits-all trap.
The direct, non-negotiable fix here is that you absolutely have to customize your resume for each specific role. Think about it. When a hiring manager has less than 10 seconds, they aren't deep reading. They're aggressively scanning for specific keywords and skills that match the job they just posted. If you're blasting the exact same document to 50 different companies, it's just not going to scream, "Hey, I'm the perfect fit for this specific job." Failing to tailor your presentation means you're literally failing the 10-second test right out of the gate.
Moving right along to mistake number 2, responsibilities versus achievements. Now, what's really interesting here is the contrast. Most candidates just list their responsibilities, basically writing down what they were supposed to do every day. Honestly, it reads like a boring job description. But what hiring managers actually want to see are measurable results. So instead of just saying, you managed a team, prove your impact with hard data. Things like graduated top 10% or led a team of 5. And a fast 10-second scan, numbers immediately jump off the page. They instantly communicate your value and competence in a way that a generic list of duties never, ever will.
And that brings us to our final fatal error. Mistake number 3, ignoring ATS-friendly formatting.
If you aren't familiar with the term, ATS-friendly formatting just means using clean, professional layouts that applicant tracking systems can easily process. Because here's the thing. Before a human being even gives your resume that 10-second glance, a software program, the ATS, has to read it first. If you're using crazy fonts, complex columns, or weird graphics, the robot gets totally confused, scrambles your info, and, well, automatically rejects you. Keeping the layout clean is what ensures your customized, achievement-based resume actually makes it to a human decision-maker.
So how do we fix all of this? Let's look at the solution: AI for job seekers. And this brilliantly illustrates a specific AI course designed to tackle these exact issues head-on. First up, it actually helps you create those crucial ATS-friendly resumes so you never have to worry about those robot gatekeepers again. Second, it generates achievement-based bullet points. So if you're kind of struggling to turn your daily tasks into quantifiable numbers, the AI literally does the heavy lifting for you. And as a sweet bonus, it optimizes your LinkedIn profile, keeping your professional brand consistent across the board. It essentially automates the fixes to the 3 fatal mistakes we just talked about.
If you're ready to take control of your job hunt and leverage these tools, you can find the AI for Job Seekers course directly at digitalproductforge.online. It's really all about working smarter, not harder, right? Giving yourself every possible advantage in what is a highly competitive market.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one absolutely critical question. Look closely at your current application materials, your formatting, your descriptions. Based on everything we've just covered, will your resume survive the 10-second test? It might be time to take an honest look, make those necessary changes, and actually start landing those interviews.